I believe it's important, if you have a voice and if you have a presence, to use that to benefit other people. We need to really fill a gap on the west side of Atlanta for women and their families.
This community has been poured into over the last several years. We've seen a lot of transformative work, but we still know that there's opportunity. There are more than 50% of the residents who are living under the poverty line, and 60% of households are led by women.
So we had women come in, we talked to them about their lives, about their children, about their communities, and about what they wanted and needed. They told us that they wanted child care for their children, healthcare services, mental health services,
training resources, cultural activities, and just serve as a community gathering place.
It's time to bring the Phyllis, Wheatley, Westside, YWCA back to the city of Atlanta, but it's also time to expand our breadth and depth. So we're entering the front door of the Phyllis, Wheatley, Westside, YWCA. This would have been a combination of class space, and there is some kitchen equipment in here in case they may have had a catered event of some kind. And again, this would have been a place for people to obviously exercise and have exercise classes, but also a place for people to socialize.
The campaign goal is $19.5 million. And this is a collaborative effort. We call it collaboration in action because we know that the YWCA can't give this community everything it needs.
So we're partnering with organizations that are already doing the work in the community. We're partnering with Chris 180, who's going to help us with mental health services. We're partnering with Morehouse School of Medicine, who will provide health care and health services and health education for the women. We're partnering with the YWCA of Greater Atlanta, who's our partner right across the street. And we're partnering with Families First, and I'm so excited about Families First because in addition to providing navigator services for the women, they are also going to collect the data because we want to be able to go back to our partners, our donors, our contributors to say, you supported us in this way, and here are the results of what that support meant to the women on the West Side.
I worked in community for 30 years at the Coca-Cola Company, and I always looked for the organizations that would do the heavy lifting. The YWCA is a heavy lifting organization.
There are so many women and their families in this community who feel like no one can see them and no one can hear them. And I am here to assure those women and their families and more that we see them, we hear them, and we will support them. We need your help too. Please join me and the collaborators in supporting the soon-to-be revitalized Phyllis Wheatley Westside YWCA. And thank you in advance.